Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program Destiny, where we're going for all the achievements in all the stars, all 64 of them here in 2022. And in this particular case, today is all about the purple stuff. That's right. We need power. We are getting purple science, and then we're traveling to another system before warp time. So let's get in there, let's have a look at it, and let's get to it. It's always an exciting time, you know, when you get ready to expand into the next great unknown. And in this case, before I can do the live stream and all that purple science, I need some serious power upgrades, right? So let's have a look at what I'm trying to do about that and how we're actually going to get set up my first real network. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. A little bit of stuff going on here. You betcha. We have opened up my first deuterium casino, and I always enjoy the deuterium casino. The casinos are always a really cool thing. So, of course, anybody who's ever watched my series knows that I'm a big lover of the deuterium casinos through the fractionators. They're awesome. I've had planets where I literally, entire planets have been covered with these things. I'm pretty sure they're right out of the Matrix. That's where we are with them. But we got a few of them running because we need a few of them running. Now, it is not producing the deuterium I need, enough of it, but I do have a gas giant just kind of sitting around here. Oh, look at this. Right, see? Right there. Look at that. There's this big gas giant. It's got all kinds of deuterium on it. So we're just going to use that for now, though. Now, the next thing we need to make all this wonderful gas is, of course, green motors. Turbines, if you want to go with that. And I got to make a turn here. Beep, beep. Here we go. And this is where we're actually setting up our first real network. So, of course, we have now put in our first real tower of things. And, of course, it is the tower which is going to handle all of my iron output. And, of course, all that wonderful iron ingot output, we're going to supply that to the planet. You betcha. And the second thing, of course, we're going to supply is another raw resource, which, of course, are magnetic rings. Now, magnetic rings we're already using going up towards red science, I believe. I believe it's red science. I know it's a science up. Oh, it's blue science. Well, I know it's a science going somewhere. But we're going to take all these other lines, and we're going to run them down this way. You betcha. And this is the whole new area for turbine motors or green motors. Oh yeah. So basically, we're going to hook this all up and we're going to say, hey, you know what you can bring here? You betcha. We want you to bring all those things here, right? Now don't get too excited. I only want you to bring 1,000 of them here. Yeah, boy, they get some excited really fast, them robots, don't they? I mean, look at that, and look at the speed on them. Yeah, they're excited. Yeah, they know what's going on. Now, in this case, I got some hooking up to do because what we're making here is we're making our deuteron fuel rods, and of course, you need three things. We need those. First of all, we need deuterium. Right, and that's what we're making. And then, of course, the next thing we're going to make is, of course, our super magnetic rings in large supply. And, of course, this is why we need them green motors. So we're working on that as we speak. And, of course, now this is going to require me to do a little bit of hookup of the hookup. Now, if memory serves me correct, it's going to be iron on the outside. Hey, because we need a lot of iron. But why does that not look right? Yes, iron is, because the raw iron is going to do that. But then this guy's going to be the rings, because it's got to do that. Yeah, so the rings are going to bypass these gears and start to go into these motors. Right, that's good. That's exactly what we want. In fact, I have got to fix this because we need all 6 lines coming out. So I got to do a little bit of tweak, a little bit of tweaking, tweak. In fact, I need 2, 4, 6. I need 8 lines coming out of this thing. Wow. Yes. All right. Because you got 3, 6, 9, 12. How do I want to do it? I got to do this a certain way. So, right. The iron has to go on the inside. So these 2 lines here are that. Because they got to go all the way through. They got to go all the way through. They got to get down here because these guys need them as well, right? Yep. So that's cool. That's cool. Now I'm going to want this guy to be iron, and then come back around on him like that. Cool. Now the next guy, he also has to be iron, and he now goes down this line, and then this guy comes back to rings. Don't do the weird turn thing like that. What's that all about? All right, do this, do that, and that. All right, there we go. And now I just gotta flippy-dippy around to this side and make that happen the same way over here. Yep, do this, do that. And now I need you. Oh no, we're lacking items. Okay, well listen, I will. No, I will not. I will go get more. Because we have Mark III belts for a reason, mister, and they're right in this mall right here. So you just pick them right up and just get them. I'll take that and that and that. I'm surprised I used 600 belt. I don't remember using 600 Mark III belt for this build. Because it's actually a mixed belt. It's using Mark II and Mark III belt because it just doesn't need Mark III all the way. But, okay, I guess. Sure. And then this is going to go down here, but then that's going to get stopped, right? Yes, it is. And then, of course, the last one is going to be like this. Do this out to... Oh, well, fine. Just do that, do this. Okay. Now, this tower or any of this stuff doesn't have anything in it yet. But you know what? We'll give him 25 drones of his own, right? We're gonna give him some power here in a second. It's probably gonna choke the whole thing off, but that's all right. As long as we get these green motors, that's all I want. All right, so let's put in some power poles and see what happens. We'll run down here. We'll even use Mark II speed for this, just so as we can. Yes, I know. You're going to complain here for a second because, you know, life and things, right? What can I tell you? Are you serious? I have no power poles. Listen, I'm having an identity crisis here. Just give me 100 power poles, would you? All right, thank you. All right. We are using hydrogen as our latest gas. Of course, hydrogen. Yay, us. Of course, we'll hopefully be using that deuterium as a gas here shortly. I do got to put in some raw. In fact, I should do that now. I actually got to put this in here too as one of the achievements, right? Because you got to, not only do you have to like use all the nice refined stuff, but you have to use all the raw stuff too. So I'm sure he'll complain about being out of energy here shortly. But we'll fix on that. Yep. Now put in all the power poles for me. And again, I guess I could have done this as part of my my blueprint, but well, I didn't. So suck it up, Buttercup. It just didn't. I was very busy down here building all the things and got focused, and that's where I am. All right, so you're doing that. All that's happening, and you're now down here. You're making me all the motors. Yes, you are. Good. You do that. And in fact, if I need to, I'll circle you all back around, shove you back into this tower, and you guys can all get picked up, right? Because you got one spot left, and I could have you guys get picked up somewhere. Okay, so with that, I'll bring it back as soon as I have a little bit more done on the build, because we now need to actually do the next part here because we got the green motors. We have the rings, a little bit of graphite. I now actually have to set up a factory that's actually going to make these super magnetic rings, so I'll bring it right back. All right, now that we have ourselves some, magnetic ring coil blue motors, whatever it is, of course, we are now ready to take those somewhere. So we've got them shoved into a box, and let's do a thing. Now, to make the deuterium fuel, we need those, but we also needed some of our refined titanium alloy here. So, of course, we've got that going into a tower for a little bit of delivery. And if we take a little ride on up here, you betcha. Here we have the waiting components of the deliveries. So we are demanding the stuff. It just has to get here. Now, we've already delivered a couple of things, but we have our secret deuterium just waiting to get here, right? Now, let's go check on that. Now, as a temporary measure, again, we already have a temporary tower up here for the acid. And so I thought, you know what? We can use that same tower to get these guys some delivery. So we're going to supply that. But you're going to need 25 drones. I know that. There you go. You can have 25 drones, my friend. Yeah, take some of that gas over here, would you? If you'd be so kind. Oh, you're going to fly like this. Oh, that's actually probably a shorter way than what I've been doing. Because you fly around the planet, but, you don't think like an airplane all the time, right? Yeah, you guys are so smart. I know. Okay, so now it's time to hook this stuff up and actually start making some real power of the real things. Because power is important. Power to the people. Power about the power. And this, of course, is going to do that. Now, I'm going to kind of watch it for here for a bit to make sure it's going to make us enough power, because if it's not making us enough power, I may have to juice it up a little bit more, but we'll soon find out. Now, let's hook this all in together. And I have to remember what I want. I can't remember. Gee whiz. You need, I think it's this going on the outside. So we'll do this on the outside, and then these can go on the inside, because you actually need very little of these, right? And this can go on the inside, and then back to the outside with this. And no, don't be all cranky with me now. Just come on out. And I need you to do not that. Definitely not that. We'll fix that later. There we go. Make me the things. Make me all the things. That's it. Do the things. Now, I should get some of my spray powder up here doing me the things. You guys are making things, right? You betcha. And it looks like you guys are already starting to generate power. Do that. And I like it when you add power to the power grid. You just add to the power grid. Add all that power to the grid. Now, with that, of course, with a little bit of fine tweaking, we should have more than enough power to now get ready for the live stream. So, of course, we're going to do the live stream, and on the live stream, we're going to do Purple Science. And then I'm going to bring it back one more time to show you just all the Purple Science-y stuff, and then what's coming up for the next episode. So, of course, for all that Purple Science-y stuff, we're going to need some of this more crazy stuff that we got going on over here and hook it up. So with that, I will see you shortly. And with the live stream over, we now have Purple Science. Oh yeah, in fact, we should hit the play button, because the play button means that we'll be doing more science. I've been running off science for a while, with the purple now up and running. So, of course, we've got the Purple Science. Now, Purple Science, of course, requires a couple of things, which is right here beside it, actually. One is, of course, it requires the processors, our orange chips, and of course there they are. And the other thing, of course, it requires is fiber optic broadband. Well, they call it fiber optic broadband or particle broadband. We call it fiber optic cable. And of course, we've got both of these up and running. And of course, to get those up and running, of course, the processors required these components, which of course we have towers now bringing in the raw material resources for that. At the same time, our particle broadband or fiber optic cable, obviously we have our green diamonds right over here on the right. We have plastic coming in from the north, which we'll have a look at in a second. And right here, right beside it, of course, is coming in the nanotubes, and we have those coming in as well. Now, to get those nanotubes and all that running, we've had to turn on some of the oil, which of course is now up and running. Not all of it, but only one half of it is up and running. And that's only because at this point in time, until we get the other sciences running, the other half would just jam everything up. So so this side of the oil is running, and in fact, you'll notice here these ones actually aren't running at the moment because we still have so much hydrogen that we're not able to burn off. That we need green science to do that. I got to get the green science up and running to actually get this done. Now, once green science is up and running, of course, we are going to have to up our deuterium production. Now, the fractionators, of course, have been doing a fine job for our power needs, but it is going to actually have to handle our actual green science needs. Now, at the same time, here, of course, is the plastics. There, of course, is the organic crystal, and over there is the acid. And, of course, all three of these are being handled by these oil plants here, which are producing just refined oil. And then these oil plants down here are actually doing the graphite, refined graphite. I think is what it's called, right? Yes? Energetic graphite. And of course, that graphite is being used in all of our other sciences here. As you can see, all the blues and the reds and the yellows and even the purples. If we go down here, look at them, they're probably no, you're still not lighting up. Oh, that's because the science I'm doing at the moment actually doesn't require purple. All right, well, there you go. Well, now this science does, and there come the purples. The purples are turning on now. You bet. We're going to see them turn on any second now. All right. So there's a couple things left to do, and one of the achievements that I want to do for this episode is to do get to a nearest star system without warp achievement. Now, my closest star system is 3 light years away. All right, and currently at my current maximum speed, that would mean about 50 minutes game time. Or 50 minutes real time, okay? Which is a bit of time. I mean, that is a bit of time. So that's 1 hour and 2 minutes. This is 55 minutes, so that's probably my best bet. Yeah, 8 light years, definitely not happening. So I guess this is my best bet. 55 minutes is probably the one I'm going to have to go for. And as you can see, I've got the line, and as you can see, I've got the gas. I'm loaded up with gas. That's what we're doing. So we're taking off here, and that's why I'm going to pause the science again, just because with the science paused, it will actually, the planet will basically, I don't want to say shut down, but it will use very little power while I do this attempt. And of course, we're going to, as you can see, it's 2.74 light years away. Now, obviously, I'm not keeping you around for the entire trip because that's just crazy talk. But I am going to juice up, get you guys here to get us up and running. And of course, we're going to just zippy this along. And yeah, that's right. 17, 18, 19. So we're at 2,000 sail speed, right? And of course, his ETA is about 50 minutes. Now, we do have the speed mod enabled. So of course, now I'm going to hit that 3 times speed, and hopefully we get there a little bit faster. Now, even at 3 times the speed, that's still 20 minutes to get to this star system. So I'm going to bring you back in 20 minutes. And of course, when I do, we will hopefully be there. All right, we have just entered the Kappa system, and the planets are starting to come into view. There are 4 planets in this system. That's awesome. Of course, they're all very far away. I don't know why. They're all 11 AU away. Why? How can they all be 11 AU away? Like, are they, like, well, I guess the reason is that I am literally coming at it top down. So the orbits are all at 10 AU away. But I guess that's a thing. So the question is which one do I want to hit? Let's go for well, 3 and 4 are trying to really trying to, like, you know, make their debut here. I mean, 4 is closer by just a nose. But I think I'd like to try to hit 3. So we're going to try and hit 3 here, and and hope that I don't mess this up. But we're coming in pretty hot now, with only 5. I mean, 5 AU is nothing now, right? In fact, we're going to slow this down here a little bit. I am going to go in here. I am going to turn that off just so as we can get rid of the little line there. 3 AU to go. I mean, 3 AU in my own system is nothing, right? I mean, that's literally your inside planet most of the time. So there's Max, 2.68 light years away. And we have now arrived. Oh, look at the colors on these things. So yeah, we'll hit 3 and then maybe we'll back out to 4. Oh, I don't know. We have to visit all of them. I mean, we've made it out this far. You know, we want to see what we're looking at here. So we're going to come in here. We're coming in pretty fast. 70, 60, 50. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. Oh, yes, before our time. Except I hit it so hard, I think I jumped right over it. There we go. Holy smokes. So Planet Explorer 1 landed on 5 different planets. Yes, I did. And before our time, landed on another planet outside the initial planetary system before unlocking warp drive. You know it. Yes, and you gotta like that. Look at that. Redstone planet. All the things. It has 48 crude oil. Oh, look at that organic crystal. I can't touch it. And you're like, what? What do you mean? Well, one of the achievements is don't touch any of the special stuff, right? And so I can't touch this organic crystal, which would really help with my science, but I can't touch it because of things, so I can't do anything with that. But it is nice. Of course, I don't know if any of these plants would give me what I'm looking for, right? Would some of you guys want to give me? No, you don't want to give me that. Is there any plants here that want to give me some? You just want to give me all organic crystal. Okay, listen. Let's tour another planet here for a second. You know, because I mean we made it all the way here now. We might as well have a look at the plants of the things. Well, let's head off to 4 because it's only 6.68. And of course, at 3 times speed, we can probably just zip that right up. Yeah, there we go. Oh, gee whiz, dude, you're like super slow here. Like, kick on the gas. Like, you know, we have all kinds of gas in here for a reason. There you go, big guy. No, you just drove by. Slow down. There you go. Yep, Frozen World Planet. There you go. What's this thing got? So, fire ice all over the place that I can't touch. That's what it's got. And it's got it's fractal silicon. Of course, again, can't really do much with it, but awesome. All right. And of course, it is very frozen. It looks pretty cold here. And of course, let's now jump up. Zoom all the things. So there's 3. Let's now head off to 2 and 1. So we got 244 and 346. Let's do the 346. Or let's do the 231 because it's a lot closer. And then of course we'll zip over to this one, take a look around, see what we get. Actually, this actually is a really nice system. I mean, you got oil and organic crystal veins on a planet. You got fire ice on a planet. You know, if you were, I guess if you were speed running, you know, this would be a really nice planet. You know, this would be a really nice system, only three light years away. The question becomes, because it's outside the initial system, it's probably not the best, but, you know, you're going to have to make some decisions on that, I guess. Dude, what are you doing? There we go. Point in the right direction, because I got to slow you down, but just before you hit the planet. You tend to have a bad tendency to, like, bounce right off of these things, so I'm going to make sure that you don't miss it. This looks very lava-looking to me. I would say, oh, yeah, that is so much lava happening right there. Look at that. And boom. So, of course, we expect kimberlite ore and fractal, more fractal silicon there. Kimberlite ore, a million of that. Oh, that's really neat. 24 million copper ore. Let me tell you, I could use some of that right now because I am so out of copper back on Planet Max. Okay, let's get up here and hey, where's your friend in need here? So that is that's 2. Oh, yeah, 2 is the one we want. 2's the last one we want to see. Okay, so let's zip on over here to 2 and have a final look at this one. And, yep, zip up all the gas, dude. I know, we just doing all the tour now. We doing all the tour. Zip, there we go. Here we are, zip. This planet, I think, is pulling away from me. I think it's trying to escape. Oh, and we already know what this kind of planet looks like because we have one already. You betcha. Boom. Let's hit it. Sure enough, this, of course, is a rocky salt lake planet. And what does it have? Oh, it has some kimberlite ore. Actually, it's got 2 or 3 veins of it. Look, it's got 1, 2... well, I mean, that's only 500,000, and it says it's got 1 million on here, so there's 3, there's 4, so it's got 4 veins. Wow, that's pretty crazy, actually. So that is our adventure off into the Kappa system. Now I have to get home, but I won't torture you with that. Next episode, what are we doing? We're focused on green science. We already got our purple people eaters. We'll soon have the green people eaters, and then, of course, once you have those, with a little bit of deuterium and a little bit of iron kicking around, a few other things, we will have the green science and all that awesome stuff. Now, with that, I'll be going for another achievement because we got to get to 3,000 meters per second without using warp. Now that I've gotten this achievement, I should be able to do the research which would allow me to get the 3,000 without actual using warp. So with that, I'm Max. This is Dyson Sphere Program Destiny, where, of course, we have just made from one system to the other. Damn, that's crazy. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.